Good morning, HHS. Today is Monday, April 22nd. I'm Eli Derrick, and coming up on today's show, we have lunch helpers, Brucey the ferret, and around the world news. Vinny's Italian Grill and Pizzeria, located at 225 Burgess Road, across from the Walmart in Harrisburg, Virginia, is proud to support the Harrisburg High School Marching Band on Thursday, April 25th, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Bring in the flyer shown on your smartphone, or simply tell the cashier you're supporting Vinny's donation of 20% of the proceeds to the Harrisburg Marching Blue Streaks.
Recently, you've probably heard about the fire at Notre Dame. We have news like that and other world events.
Hello and welcome back to Around the World with me, Ryan Karakoff. Let's take a look at some of the top news stories from around the world. So in Paris, France, the skies was lit up with flames after the famous Notre Dame caught fire during renovations. Most of the artwork were removed prior to the fire due to the renovations, but the structure still faced serious structural damage and will take years to repair. In London, England, WikiLeaks director Julian Assange was arrested by UK authorities after spending years inside the Ecuadorian embassy seeking asylum. He is going to be extradited to the US for his role for releasing documents revealing US war crimes in Afghanistan and that the NSA has been spying on US civilians. In Ecuador, the civilians have been protesting this move, claiming that the president of Ecuador, President Lenin Moreno, has betrayed both them and Assange, as many Ecuadorians supported Assange. In Indonesia, over 190 million took to the polls to vote in presidential elections. The Indonesian presidential election is the largest direct vote for a world leader, in which they re-elected President Prabowo Subianto to a second term. In Georgia, Tiger Woods has won his 18th major and his 5th Masters at the Masters tournament in Augusta, Georgia. And lastly, in the United States, a new policy has been announced by the Trump administration that would allow those who lost land to the Castro government during the Cuban Revolution to file lawsuits against foreign companies now operating on that nationalized land. This has been widely criticized by many nations across the world, chiefly Spain, where many Spanish hotel companies operate on the island. And that's all we have for you this week on World News. I'll be back soon with some more World News.
3, 2, 1.
Thanks, Ryan.
One of the French classes has an interesting classroom pet.
Many animals find homes within the walls of HHS, ranging from service dogs to classroom pets. Brucey, a middle-aged ferret, finds his home in a French class.
Schools. I'm a part-time teacher between 2 schools, and so I usually bring him on Fridays for my 7th grade class. So I also teach at the middle school. Brucey, you spell B-R-U-C-I-E. He's 4 years old, which in ferret terms means he's a middle-aged man. I mean, I take him on walks with me. He's also a male, which means he's a lot larger than normal ferrets. Well, not normal ferrets, but female ferrets. They have something that's called sexual size dimorphism, which means the females are smaller than the males. Also really well trained. I taught him manners when he was growing up, so he doesn't bite, he doesn't do any of that, he's very chill. He does not speak French, and he can recognize his name sometimes, but he's usually just running around and hopping and doing ferret things, so.
Hopefully Brucey learns a little French. This is Chris Munoz and Nayeli Soldevila signing off.
Thanks, Christopher Munoz.
The lunchroom sometimes has some helpers prepare for meals.
It gives them a break from sitting in the classroom, and they are moving around and active, so yes, and they understand that it's going to lead to maybe having a job down the road. They get to help out the cafeteria ladies, which that's always, it's a real, they enjoy seeing our students, and our students enjoy seeing them. They're learning employability skills, the things that are going to need down the road to make them a good worker. Learn how to stay on task, stay focused, follow directions, the things that they need, like I said, that are going to lead to them hopefully being able to have more skills down the road to get a job. We have a school store that we pay them with Blue Streak bucks. When based on their performance every day and their work. So they kind of get a few Blue Streak bucks every day. And on Fridays, they get to use that money to go shopping for snacks, drinks, or little items that we've got in the store. So they get the idea of, you work to get paid, and you get paid so you can make money and do things with it.
As you may have noticed, students during second block help out with tasks around the cafeteria. Here's the perspective of one of our lunch ladies, Heidi Green.
They come in and they help us pack the milk crates full of juice for lunches, and then they also help take out the trash in the mornings and sometimes in the afternoons. We love helping them, having them. We have a special ed kid that graduated last year, and he helps us out in the dish room part-time.
Tell them what you do over here.
Juice box.
Juice boxes. You put the juice in the crates?
Oh, what? Miserable.
How many juices?
Fish.
How many apples? 2 apples?
Yeah.
1 orange, 1 grape.
Yeah.
Speaking of lunch, for today we have chicken filet sandwich and cheese pizza. Make sure to follow WSBC online on Instagram for more news and announcements. Also check out our new sports show on the Blue Streaks Broadcasting YouTube channel. That's all we have for you today, Blue Streaks. I'm Geoffrey.
And I'm Eli. Stay classy, HHS.